guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 13 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 108, Ex-Libris. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. So, here's my review for episode 13 of season 6 of Riverdale, chapter 108, Ex-Libris. I understood why Betty and Archie were relieved when the pregnancy test came back negative, but it was still really nice to see them talking about how they would like to have a baby together someday. Also, I thought Veronica and Reggie deciding not to get back together in the last episode was a good idea, but it was still really sad to see them fighting in this episode, especially since when they broke up, it seemed like they ended on good terms since they both agreed that they should break up, but they obviously didn't end on good terms. It's not a surprise that it really annoyed me when Percival asked Jughead, Archie, Veronica, Cheryl, and got Alice to ask Betty to return overdue library books that they had, and until they could get the books to Percival, Percival took different things from each of them for collateral. Luckily, Reggie was able to return his overdue library book to Percival, but I was wondering what Percival meant when he told Reggie that he would collect his debt another day. Also, when Kevin asked Percival if Percival was going to hurt his friends, it made me think that Kevin was starting to break out of Percival's control, and I was really hoping that he would, especially since Percival also asked Kevin to return his overdue library book. It was pretty creepy that Percival cast a spell that made Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead, Cheryl, and Reggie see different things, including Betty seeing Hal and Archie seeing a zombie version of Miss Grundy, who we hadn't seen since she was killed by the Black Hood in season 2. Since Archie, Betty, Jughead, Veronica, and Cheryl decided that the only way they would be able to break Percival's spell is if they returned the overdue library books to him, it was obviously going to be hard since they checked out the books years ago and had no idea where they were. Also, you would think Veronica would have had more of a reaction when Cheryl was talking about Percival casting a spell on them, since at that moment, Veronica was the only person out of her, Archie, Betty, Jughead, and Cheryl who didn't have a special ability. But Veronica went along with it. I was really hoping that Kevin would be able to break free from Percival's control, so when Kevin and Percival kissed, I knew that there was no way that that could end well. I'm still hoping that Kevin will break free from Percival's control, because considering who Percival is, there's a very good chance that Kevin could get hurt. I was happy that Archie had Betty to comfort him when he told her about how he was seeing Miss Grundy. And Betty was right when she told Archie that Miss Grundy groomed him and that affects people. It was really nice that Archie didn't have to go through what he was feeling alone. When Veronica kissed Geraldo, it just made me think, Reggie said you would call Geraldo right when he left, and you told Reggie that you wouldn't, but you did. And it obviously didn't go very well, since when Veronica woke up, Geraldo was dead. And it was obviously because of Percival, since Percival gave Reggie the Glamagé egg to give to Veronica, and the egg had spiders in it. But when Reggie confronted Percival and asked him to teach him his magic, I just thought, this is not going to end well. Betty was pretty smart when she realized that the trash bag killer could have a family that he goes home to, since Betty was told that the trash bag killer left the light on for the other woman who escaped from him, and it reminded Betty of when Hal would leave the light on for her when she was little to protect her from the monsters that she thought she was hearing. Betty's theory is pretty smart. I mean, Hal was the Black Hood and he had a family. Why can't the trash bag killer have a family? It was good that Percival gave everyone their things back when they returned the books, even though I obviously still don't trust him. And Cheryl had a good point when she said that they should burn all of the items since Percival had them and they could be contaminated. But I didn't blame Jughead for deciding not to burn his grandfather's book, since it was the only thing he had to remember his grandfather. Also, you would have thought Veronica would have had more of a reaction when Cheryl used her powers to burn everything. But she didn't seem to react at all. Maybe she was told about everyone's abilities and we just didn't see that? I was proud of Veronica when she told Percival that she didn't want the Hiram portrait back and said that Hiram and Percival can't control her. But since Veronica was told that Geraldo died from the kiss of death, it looks like that's Veronica's special ability, so she might end up having to burn the Hiram poster to get rid of the kiss of death. Now, in the promo for the next episode, we see Archie and Veronica kissing, but I'm going to assume that it's because Veronica is testing out her new ability on Archie, since Archie's invulnerable, or something else is going on and it's not a romantic kiss. Now, I loved Archie and Veronica together, but since Archie's been pretty clear that he loves Betty, I don't see him changing his mind so soon. Who knows? Maybe Archie and Veronica will get back together in the future. But even if that does happen, I don't see it happening so soon. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future Riverdale reviews, or any of my other future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.